Hopefully. Yep, we are live. Let me just see if the audio and video are perfectly clear. It's actually better than clear. Pretty good. All right, guys, you can put your questions down in the comment section. And I'm just going to put the headset on, not to listen to music, but to monitor my own audio coming out from my mic. To a lot of you guys confused why I wear headsets while doing podcasts. Finally, you got your answers, right? All right. Yep. I think you got it. All right. How are you doing? Happy Independence Day. Thank you so much for joining. This is going to be a fun live session. Now, as you know, I'm doing tours all across. I'm doing a tour where I'm doing seminars all across the country. And to a lot of you guys who are living in remote places who cannot join me in metropolitan cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and what was the fifth one? Whatever. To those to these cities. Sorry about that. Just did a 2 hour long podcast, so my throat is a little bit tired. Yeah, so to those who cannot join me in metropolitan cities, I promise you guys I'm going to be doing live sessions online. We don't need to make these live sessions paid. We can just do it free, and I'm happy that you have joined me. So I just did a Delhi seminar this last Saturday. It was fantastic. To those of you who joined would be able to relate. It was such a good session. Had so much fun. The venue was great too. Upgraded this time. Well, the last time I did it in 2019, it was a coaching institute that we reserved for 4 hours. And this time we did in a place which is mostly booked for stand up comedy gigs. Now, obviously, I did not do stand up comedy, but the venue was good, soundproofed, because stand up comedians do their set every weekend over there mostly. And also, they had a mic which came in handy, but it was great. And to those who booked the pre-order, got their copies of The Boy Who Did Not Sign hand in hand, and I was just left with just one copy. This also is not my copy. This is Komal's copy. Komal got the first copy because, if you do not know, the book is dedicated to her. And then rest 9 of the copies that I had, I just gave it to the guests in Delhi seminar. And to others, for example, joining the Chennai seminar or Bangalore seminar, need not do that because the book is now already released. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to put the links down in the description box. Oh no, there's a limit. So I guess what I'm going to do is that I'm going to remove this Flipkart one. You can just, if you're like very interested in getting a copy on Flipkart, then what you can do is go and type The Boy Who Did Not Sign on Flipkart. And still, 200 character is a bit too much for this. So I'm going to just remove few of the dates that were mentioned. So just an update. The next seminar I'm having is in Chennai. The venue is booked. If you have booked a ticket, you are going to get a mail either tonight or tomorrow about the exact venue. That's how we do it. You don't see the exact location on the website, but you get it as a mail at least like 2 to 3 days before the actual event. But the venue is going to be around the location that is shown on the website where you book a ticket. It's not going to be more than 2 kilometers away. So in Chennai, we got a venue close, very close to IIT Madras, which is great to those who are maybe students at IIT Madras. And in Bangalore, we got a venue at JP Nagar, which is a good place again, given the accessibility to few of the places close by. Now, I've just pinned a message in the chat. If you can see, you will see two links over there. And number one link is for you to book for the seminars that are coming up. There are four more seminars coming up: Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai, and Hyderabad. Chennai, Bangalore this coming weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Mumbai, Hyderabad next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And we had to cancel Kolkata event because I had a tough landing in India. I had a big jet lag, and because of that, we had to shift Mumbai seminar. And there's not much weekends that we can invest. I don't want to do Kolkata seminar on a weekday, and so I'm extremely sorry. So Kolkata seminar people are also going to be asking their questions in the online live. Again, extremely sorry. We are refunding 100% of the amount of all the people who booked the ticket. I know a lot of people are heartbroken. I've already seen the DMs. Can't do anything about it because we don't have as much time and we have to do it on the weekends. We tried to do Delhi seminar on Friday. We did try to do that. Trust me, I was trying to shift few things, and I called like six people, and all six of them basically said that yeah, we can make it on Friday, but it would be more convenient if it was on a weekend. So I got the message. So that's what we are going to do. And other than that, I'm just going to take your questions which are already flooding the comment section. Thank you guys for the love. Now, let me know down in the comment section what do you think. If you have already started reading the book, I don't think apart from those eight people, nine people who got their copies in the Delhi seminar, anybody else have already received a copy. Because if you ordered today, it will take some time. A common question is Kindle version, the ebook version. It will be available in couple of days. All right, it won't take much time. It should have been live by now, but there is every now and then a delay from the side of Amazon, and it takes some time for them to review. But it will be like it is already processing, so it's not like it will come months later. It will be within like 2 to 3 days you can expect it. Other than that, Kobo, iBook, Google Books, all of these places, all within a week. If you're looking for an ebook, it will all be over there. And to international people, because I know I have few subscribers from US as well, it will be available on amazon.com within a week. Again, it won't take more than that. It will be available on UK as well, and all the other places. It's available all across the world. So look for other platforms like Ingram and all. I'll make a very detailed list of links once it is available in every other place all across the world. Okay, but amazon.in and Flipkart is already available. So if you're trying to buy over there, go over there, use the link in the comment section, or just type "The Boy Who Did Not Sign." Available now on Amazon, Flipkart. Later on, wait for the updates. Okay, very good. Now, all right. Now, let me see some of the comments that are already over here. Okay, love from Jaipur. Thank you very much. Kushagra. I've heard that name before. But then again, this can be another Kushagra. Okay. I'm waiting for this man. My third idol. Okay. Oh, beside Abdul Kalam and Richard Payman. My God. That is, yeah. Like, first of all, why third? Who was the first, second? And then, oh my God, Abdul Kalam and Richard Payman. All right. Okay. It's an honor to be counted in the same list. Okay, next. Please be patient. I'm a human being and I'm going to be reading each and every comment one by one. We are going to be over here for some time, all right? Happy Independence Day. Again, it is really fun to do a live session on this awesome day. Not only Independence Day, but also the birthday of ISRO. Isn't that cool? And also the birthday of the boy who did not sign. The book, Boy Did Not Sign. The actual birthday is not disclosed. Ashwin Taksh still does not have a birthday. Guess what's his birthday? Oh, yeah, we never did a live in Hindi, right? That's not cool. I should be doing the second live in Hindi. So let's do a live in Hindi in 2 to 3 days, right? Maybe on the day I do Bangalore seminar on a Sunday, because the Saturday is horrific. Saturday I'm going to do a seminar and then take a flight to Bangalore. So let's try to do that. Okay? हिंदी बोलने वाले प्लीज दिल छोटा मत करना, जल्दी ही हिंदी में भी करेंगे. I know from 15K subscribers, I have also attended Mumbai seminar on 25th November 2019. Oh wow, you remember the date because I forgot the date. That's awesome, Prashant. Hopefully, I'll see you in Mumbai again. Okay. How did you like? How did you like Delhi? Okay, Rathod Aditya. How did you like Delhi? Like you have been to so many places, including Seven Samundar Part Two. Delhi is Delhi, man. Delhi is always like different. Like even back in 2019, when I'd done seminars in 5 different cities, I had seen nothing like Delhi. Delhi people go nuts. But this time, the crowd was more grown up. Like in 2019, I think my audience is growing up with me. So back in 2019, all my audience was stuffed with mostly competitive examination aspirants. And that's what I was, right? I was right out of ISRO examination and 3 years of competitive examination. And now the audience was filled with like working professionals, and yeah, almost everybody had a job apart from two people. There was one IT JE aspirant who performed very well in the last JE examination and trying to do it again, and one NEET aspirant. I think he did pretty good as well. And rest, I think all of them were working professionals. So I think my audience is growing up with me. Seems like that. So last Delhi seminar in 2019 was very wild, and they were having a lot of jokes, kind of like you do in a coaching institute class. But this time it was like fun nonetheless, right? Questions were very decent. We did get into a gate rabbit hole for half an hour or so. But apart from that, 3.5 hour went into general talk. Every now and then I was thinking, wow, this is going in a completely different philosophical direction. And we were participating in that. So it was really fun. Okay, how different, interesting, or a headache Delhi is in no, it's definitely not a headache. I had a very good time, and I think that Delhi seminar and Mumbai. I'm very excited for Chennai and Bangalore seminar because South Indian crowd is something else as well. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for all of them, and then Mumbai is a completely different beast. So yeah, Itachi is in the background. My God, someone recognized. That's cool, right? I just found it in Ambience Mall, Gurgaon. His hands, one of his hand fall off every now and then. So don't mind if it does, because he has a lot of jutsu that fixes his hands back, right? So there were a couple of others like Naruto, Sasuke. Nobody makes nobody makes idols of Sakura, right? Because everybody hates her. but but Itachi is the one that I'm going to buy if I have to pick one, right? Of course. The setup looks amazing. This is not a setup. This is a hotel. so I just came with my mic because I knew that I'm going to be on the road, and every now and then I want to do live, and your convenience on audio quality is top priority, obviously. So I brought this mic along with it. And other than that, I just have a light and that's it. In the morning, I recorded a podcast. I did not have this light because the windows are so huge. It gives natural lighting so good. Okay. I hope you don't mind that I'm just talking about, but I'm basically talking about your comments. So obviously you don't mind. And even if you do, it's free. So suck it up. Okay, Itachi and the boy who did not sign in a single frame. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, Itachi, the boy who did not sign, and the boy who did not sign, all in the single frame. Okay. Next, price of the book 499 rupees. It's out now, so go check it out. All right. So is this your home? No, I don't have a home. I'm a hippie. So I don't really have a honestly, I don't have a home. I just keep on moving from place to place. You know what? Gypsies or yeah, the gypsy people, Peaky Blinders, Thomas Shelby, Gypsy. Other than that, the Gypsy King, who was the heavyweight champion, what was his name? Tyson Fury. So the Gypsies or the Romani people were actually originated in India. Did you know that? I found out about it just today, that the Gypsies originally had their origin in India, and they went out for a move because of the huge, I think, Mughal Empire invasions and Turkish Empire invasions, and there were atrocities. So they decided, let's bounce out of this place, and they started to move. And along the way, they reached Egypt, where they got their name, like gypsies from Egypt. Like Egypt gave them gypsies. A fun fact. Hope you liked it. All right, what's your favorite character from Naruto? Right there, son. Hey bro, I'm 15 seconds ago ordered your book. Excited to read. Oh, you're gonna love it. People who are reading it has only one problem. They can't stop reading it. That's their only problem. They can't stop reading it. They can't sleep. They wake up and they think that I should start reading it again. They just fall asleep by the body's nature. That's the only reason they fall asleep. You can't stop it. And honestly, this book actually is not that thick. When you there's no way to ultimately know how thick your book is going to be, but I was thinking it is going to be as thick as like Ready to Fire, or what was that Meluha book by Amish Tripathi. But this is actually a thin book. Yeah, this is a thin book, which is not disheartening at all, and the fonts are very large, so you don't think that it is very detailed, right? Okay, but in total there's like 99,000 words and 322 pages. But also, your boy is technical, right? So there are a lot of tables and bullet points, which takes a lot of place. And really, the way that I've written this book is like you would write a script for a movie. So there are a lot of dialogues. There are a lot of dialogues. This is not a descriptive book. This is not like a narrator saying, oh, this happened. There are a lot of dialogues, like back and forth, sometimes pages and pages of dialogues. So dialogues take a lot of space. So this book is actually a thin book. That's what I'm saying. All right. What's the update? Yeah, Mumbai people. So the question is, what's the update for Mumbai seminar? Mumbai people, extremely sorry because I have rescheduled Mumbai seminar 2 times already. Okay. So, but all the times I reschedule, I did give you an update through the mail. The thing is, Mumbai seminar is fixed on 26th of August, obviously. Yeah, 26th of August, most likely 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And that's about it. That's the update. Go and get the ticket. Use the code My Story. If you use the code My Story, you get a 50% discount. If that's not good enough for you, well, I'm going to give you a free ticket, but you have to have financial burden on your shoulders. If you're really having one and you are barely able to meet your needs with the finances you have, well, I'm more than happy to give you a free pass. Okay. Okay. Whenever you are in Odisha, try to visit, please. Okay, Biswajit. The good thing about having a YouTube channel is that if I go bankrupt, I can actually live at your places, right? You can feed me, right? One night. So, so, so even if I go to Odisha, I'm pretty sure I have a place to live for one night at least. Okay. Thank you for every information that you have given till now through your every video. I hope I will get more of it. You will, Chinmay, 110%. Who's coming in Mumbai seminar? Raise your hands. Ashley Govli. Yeah, I saw your registration, I guess, Ashley. Um, the thing is that the people who ultimately join my seminar is less than 1% of the whole crowd across all the different social medias. But Komal is raising hand because Komal is going to be there in Mumbai seminar. Komal was there in Delhi seminar as well, and at some point we were thinking like Komal is not going to make for like 50 to 60% of the seminars because she had some other engagements. But now we are sure that she's going to be in all the seminars, apart from one, I guess. I'm not sure, but let's see. You're from Jharkhand. Any seminars in Jharkhand? You must explore Jharkhand. I've already explored Jharkhand for 18 years, man. So I've been to all the places that I needed to be. But the only reason why I'm not doing a seminar in Jharkhand is because of the population density being low. All right. So if I'm going to do a seminar in Jharkhand or even in Bihar, I'm not going to get like even 10 people to join my seminar. So I don't know. I'm going to do a petition very soon. So if there's like for example, Hyderabad is the best example. I had never expected that Hyderabad seats will sell out so fast. But Hyderabad has surpassed Chennai, it has surpassed Bangalore, and it's very close to Delhi. Delhi is outstandingly high, right? Delhi seminars people, there are so many people in Delhi NCR, so obviously we were expecting. But Hyderabad is the second highest and is pretty much reaching towards Delhi. So we were not going to do a seminar in Hyderabad, but now I'm like, what else do not know? So let's do a poll and kind of a, what do you call, Google form thing, and if there's a really high number at a particular place, I'm gonna get a flight. It's as simple as that. Your boy got some money, so spend it on flights, get to cities. All right, which publisher? Published by Notion Press. भैया हिंदी में बोलो, अंग्रेजी नहीं आती, हिंदी में जल्द ही होने वाला है लाइव, तब तक के लिए आप धैर्य बनाए रखें. You still you still look the same as you used to back in 2019. Of course I do. Didn't you guys know? I have had some special medicines which keeps me young forever. I climbed Mount Everest, got some jari booty. Now I don't get old. As simple as that. I'm just kidding, man. Do this. Do this. Drink a lot of water, work out a lot, eat clean, don't take alcohol, don't take cigarette. You're good. All right? You're going to stay young. But to my defense, I'm growing old. I know that. I look a little bit older too. Okay. Show the thickness of the book. I think I already did. So I'm just going to jump to the bottom question and then going to climb up. If you're new over here or your question got missed, please copy and paste again so that I don't miss that out. But I'm going to answer each and every one of you. And that's what I did in Delhi seminar too. So that seminar lasted for 4 hours. Can you imagine? 4 hours. Matter of fact, after some uncharted amount of time, I was standing on the stage and I asked someone because my phone was with Komal because she was sharing stories on Instagram. So I had no clock, no watch, no phone. So after some undisclosed amount of time, I asked the audience, "What's the time, bro?" And they said 2:30 p.m. And you know when the seminar started? 12 p.m. So I was speaking continuously for 2.5 hours. Neither I realized it nor the audience. And that's when we took a break. And then we went at it till 4 p.m. And then we had to leave the place because there was another guy who had the room booked, who was a comedian. And then we waited in the waiting room and the discussion continued till 5 o'clock, but there was no questions remaining. Everybody got a selfie, everyone who wanted to. Okay. All right. Now, so there will be no questions left unanswered. So just put your questions. All of this just for that. Okay, Navkirti, one thing that kept you writing the book when you were frustrated at some point. I was not frustrated writing the book at any point until I got to the 11th draft. So the final one, if you do not know how the books work, they are going to make like an InDesign format, like this is going to be printed, right? And that's when you need to read it again. And I read it again two more times, and that happened in the 10th draft. Then the 11th draft, it was like, I can't get through it again and again. And then 12th draft was brutal because now you're literally going through 50,000 words to find one error, and then you go through 30,000 words more and find one more error, and then you're like, I have to go through so much for so less. And then you say that the book is still not perfect, so you go through more, right? And then there's no fun in that because now what you're basically doing is editing. You're not writing, You're not being creative. You're just reading, and that too not to know a story, because you are the person who goddamn wrote the story, right? So you're not knowing anything new over here. So you're not reading, you're not writing. Those are the only two fun activities. You're being an editor, and you did not even choose this profession. And no matter how many editors you are going to hire, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, you will not be satisfied until unless you read it yourself 100% word to word. And that was really annoying. The last stages were really frustrating, Navkeeti. I hope you got your answer. But your question was mainly like how, one thing that kept you writing. I think, yeah, me and Komal has recorded a podcast, Talk and Fire one, which is not released yet. Me and Komal did a bunch of Talk and Fire podcasts, which are not released. So you guys are going to get Talk and Fire for a long time. But over there, we were talking about like you have to love it till the point you hate it, and you have to hate it, and then you have to love it again. This was kind of what Nick Diaz said. I never understood it until unless I was at the final 12th draft of the book, and I was like, oh, this is what he was talking about. So you have to love it so much that you keep on going even when you hate it. So when I hated going through those editing drafts, I was like, but I love it so much. Like, I have invested 5 years of my time. This story needs to be perfect, and that's the only thing that kept me going. And there was no option to, like, what am I going to give you an imperfect book? It's 15th of August, it's getting released after 5 years. Am I going to give you an imperfect book? So I was like, I don't know what I need to do. And I used like the brutal techniques to keep myself going through the things that I hate doing. And these are the things that you would be using in semester examinations to study. I was like, oh, Pomodoro technique. Use 25 minutes and then 5 minutes break, then 25 minutes. Because also you're so sick and tired of doing this, but you can't afford not being efficient, because otherwise this whole 12 draft is a waste if you do not pinpoint and pick up the tiny mistakes that has to be picked out in this final version of the book. So it's like, oh, use Pomodoro technique, and also like have a lot of coffee in the final days. Last 7 days I've had so much coffee, man. So I just stay awake and efficient. And now I'm going through a decaf. I'm going to stop having coffee for at least like a month. After the seminars, I need coffee for the seminar, because my throat hurts so much. Like in Delhi seminar itself, after 2.5 hours, my throat started to hurt. First of all, I have stopped doing live auto speaking, where I used to speak for 4 hours every weekend. So that practice I've lost. And then in a real life scenario, when you are having adrenaline and there are like real guests sitting in front of you, you overexert yourself. And that's when I have coffee. So after the seminar, your boy is going decaf. Not only just decaf, just no coffee, man. No coffee for at least like 2 to 3 months. Because now coffee doesn't do anything for me. It's more like coffee does for me what, like, coffee makes me feel like a person who never has coffee. That's what addiction is like, right? I need coffee to be normal. That's it. So I'm going for full on no coffee. Okay, a lot of questions, man. A lot of questions. Hold on. Unfortunately, I can't see your immediate response, but I see some people are actually talking to me, which you please continue on doing. Samir, hey Ashish sir, how's it been? It's going good, Samir, going good. Read my comment. Unfortunately, that's the comment I read. So you should have put your comment in that as well. Okay, a lot of questions, man. A lot more than the last one. So hold on, stay patient, and when you type your question, copy that question. All right, because at any point I might say I'm going to read from the last. So now I'm going to start reading from the bottom. If your question got missed, then please copy and paste it. And I just saw that someone pre-ordered a book from my website. I've not removed that yet, but pre-order does not make much sense right now until unless you want a hand-in-hand copy. Oh yeah, it does make sense because if you're in Chennai and Bangalore, actually if you pre-order it, you might get sooner than if you order from Amazon. You might get from Amazon in one day too, but if the delivery it is showing like 21 or 22, you can get hand in hand. And maybe that's a good reason to pre-order for Chennai and Bangalore seminar people. But it's not going to get delivered if you book it from my website ashishtalk.com. And yeah, if you're joining the seminar, I'm going to give you a signed copy if you want it. All the 9 people who came to Delhi seminar and collected their book, all of them wanted a signed copy. um, but in any other way, it's not possible for me to give you a signed copy, unfortunately, because I'm not sitting in the warehouse. Oh, this person wants a signed copy. Let's give a sign, right? So you have to be physically meeting me to get a signed copy. Pretty simple. But still, I'm getting this question again and again. So I need to discuss this. Sir, please arrange a seminar in Guwahati. Talk to IIT Guwahati people. If they want me there, then then I'm going to be there. Otherwise, not doing a seminar that far northeast. All right, your real name is Ashwin Taksh? No, or might be. Who knows? No, sir. My real name is Ashish Ranjan, but Ashwin Taksh is a fictional character which is going to follow a journey inspired by me. So there's going to be more books that are coming up in the Ashwin Taksh series. And for example, there will be a prequel to A Boy Who Did Not Sign, which is going to cover my college days, and maybe another one which will be covering my coaching institute days. And definitely, there's going to be a sequel of The Boy Who Did Not Sign, where Ashwin Takshi is going to land in America. That's the story that you're going to see in future. But 100% you're not going to see in at least next 5 years, because that's the way your boy writes books. He takes as much time as James Cameron takes to make avatars. so so it's going to take a lot of time. Someday you're going to be sitting with your daughter or your son and so, oh yeah, Ashish finally released the sequel. All right. Okay. And also the next book is not going to be Ashwin Taksh, because I don't want to be that writer who writes just sequels and sequels of the same book. It's going to be a different fictional book. All right, going to the bottom, picking questions from there. I see this question was asked before and copied and pasted again. Thank you for doing that. Subhadeep Bhattacharya, I am 28 years old. There's an issue in case of year gap for placement in masters. Might be in India. Year gap can be a problem, okay, but you can always work around it if you perform very well, and it can always be justified if um if you have a lot of work experience in that gap. So if you were doing something from 22 to 28, you don't need to worry at all right, that's not a year gap. If you're not doing anything for 6 years, that's definitely a question that definitely will be raising eyebrows. But you can make it up by becoming a topper in your whatever college you're doing your masters from, right? So show extreme level of improvement, and nobody can deny, right? Okay, next. I'm suffering from dengue. This has disrupted my gate preparation. What should I do? To all the people who are dealing with health crisis and is preparing for competitive examination, I always tell the same thing: take care of your health first, get better first, and you can take care of competitive examinations later as well. All right. So first, focus on recovering. Give yourself proper rest. Give yourself good diet, and maybe next year in gate, or maybe this year if you're recovered by time, right? So it's not that big of a deal. Okay, focus on your health first. All right. Next, I'm reading each and every question, and I'm seeing so many questions. Okay, so please be patient. I have weak base in mathematics, class 12. How can I improve my performance in B.Tech? I am pursuing CSE from Amity University. Well, mathematics is just pay attention in class. It's as simple as that. I do not see a lot of application of mathematics in other subjects. Obviously, there is. I do not know about computer science, but what I did for mechanical engineering is that as I saw mathematics, I just applied or learned that mathematics. For example, I see derivation of continuity equation by conservation of mass, and there's a control volume, and then this much fluid is entering and this much is leaving, and then there's a dx term, and then there's an integration, so there's calculus involved. So I'm just going to understand why they are doing that part. What is the calculus doing at that part? I'm not going to turn pages of my 11th and 12th books, right? So engineering can be done by learning mathematics and even physics as you go along. That's what I did. I do not know if turning pages of HC Verma or mathematics of 11th and 12th will help. I don't think so. I don't think that is practical, because a very small percentage of your senior secondary mathematics and physics will actually be used in engineering. So what I would suggest is that whatever engineering you are studying, see what is the mathematics and physics involved over there and study around that. Maybe use reference books to just study around that, but the entire one is not suggested. Okay. All right. I have made videos on this before, so if you go through more, you'll see. I ordered the book because I think after the launch of the book will be out of stock. Yeah, it might be. I mean, they are going to continuously print it, but if yeah, definitely those people who are going to take a lot of time to book, they will have to wait more at least. I can say that, because that's how printing works. They are not going to print 10,000 copies and keep it because books are going to go bad if they just keep it in a warehouse. So I imagine that they would be printing 1,000 copy, and the moment everybody sees and pre-orders, let's say 1,000 copies all of a sudden gone in a day, then it will take time for them to print more. So it's just normal logic. So yeah, order as soon as you can, I would say, if you want it quickly. Okay, doing B.Tech in CSE but have an interest in mechanical. Wow, that's a new one. That's for something that I've heard for the first time. But have become financially independent. Have to become financially okay. If I've done M.Tech in mechanical, also what to go want to no see, anybody who has not done B.Tech in a branch they want to pursue in ISRO, that does not work. Like, you cannot do M.Tech in mechanical and then B.Tech in CSE and want to sit for mechanical ICRB. That does not work. All right. So any job is going to look for your graduation degree. So your graduation should be in that. That's how the recruitments go. Okay. All right. What is your next project? Right now, I just want to chill out. And seriously, this is what I said in Delhi seminar as well. I'm going to be gone for some time after this. Really, this whole thing is set and done, I'm going to chill out for some time. Obviously, I'm going to keep on releasing podcasts because we have like 5 6 podcasts already released, and that will I mean recorded 5 6 with guests, and then 5 6 solo and kind of talk and fire. So we have done enough for like 3 months or so. So, and all are like ready. That's how well planned I am. So I'm not going to be making much content. This whole book tour thing, I'm going to be done with it. And then after taking like 2 to 3 months of break, I'm probably going to sit down and start working on my second book. And my second book is 100% fictional. So this was like inspired by true stories. So it is like very easy. I think this is where every author should step in, if possible. Like, write your own story. You get an idea of story making, plots, and how you should be putting dialogues. Like, when I started working on this book in 2019, I was asking anybody who knew anything about writing, hey, how do you write conversations? How do you write like dialogues? I had no idea because I did not even had any interest in reading books before this. Very few books had I read before I actually started to write a book. So it's a learning curve. But second book is like 100% fictional. And as I was going through writing The Boy Who Did Not Sign, there were so many ideas and scripts that came into my mind. I even started writing few. I think in total, I have started writing 5 books. One is 100% fictional science fiction kind of book, which is very much war oriented. So there's like a full blown battle war going on across the globe, kind of thing. I think that is going to turn out to be like my life's masterpiece. And I'll probably be like 60 years old with white hair releasing this book. Like, here you go. That's like a Game of Thrones level book. And I do not have enough writing experience to go head first towards that. Then there's another book where the story of the kid starts from like very ground level, like 16, 17-year-old kid, and the story starts from like an abusive family. And I'm still like thinking how I'm going to proceed. Like, I wrote the whole plot, like this is how it's going to go, but I never uh, invested a huge amount of time to get to like even chapter 2. And then what I want to work on next, most likely, is going to be a book on a spy. And we are going to talk more about that in the upcoming podcast, maybe 6 7 months after, when I've actually written few chapters, right? But yeah, my next project is definitely going to be a second book. And I want to get some experience in directing. So maybe I'll be writing few scripts for a short film or so. So I want to get some experience in being a director, because as I was writing this book, like I said, this book is mostly written like a movie, because there's so many dialogues. The direction is like it's a movie. It's going to be so easy to turn this book into a movie, and that's something that I would like want to have a say in long time in the future. But for that, I would need to have some experience, right? So I would start at the base level, maybe directing short films. I'll see. Or at least provide a script for a short film. That's maybe a starting point. All right. Yeah. So I'm not that sure. Right now, my whole focus was just on this book. And it's done. And I do not want to just have another focus right away. But I have some idea. Okay. All right. I'll have to roll again down. Okay. Because I spoke for so long and there are like 50 questions already. So anybody whose question is missed, please paste it again in the comment section. It has been more than 2 minutes, so you'll be allowed to do so. IST versus DTU CSE, वो ऐसे ऐसे क्वेश्चंस मत पूछो भाई. इसके लिए तुम गूगल करो. Okay. How to get book in Nepal? What Kushal Dulal? I'll ask to my publisher. Okay, how to get book in Nepal? Another guy, one of my old friend who is in Netherlands, he's asking like how to get a book in Netherlands. So definitely Netherlands and European countries, it will take like a week. But Nepal, I do not know. Is there Amazon.in working in Nepal? I'll ask my publishers how to get it available in Nepal. Okay. I mean, most likely it is available. Some delivery service, if there is, then it will get delivered in Nepal. And yeah, obviously, a Kindle release or ebook release. I think in every country, Kindle is there, right? So, uh, your ebook will be released in just, I think, 3 4 days. It won't take more than that. There was a lot of holidays, 15th August itself. Today is also a holiday. I'm just happy that my publishers are even talking to me on 15th August, because this is like a full blown national holiday. But because of these holidays, there's some delay in ebook, but it will be available in 3 4 days. Okay, I'll update. All right, as soon as it happens, just be guys. If you have not followed me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram for the quickest updates. Anything that happens, I first update over there. Even the book release, to those who follow me on Instagram knows this, that the first links were shared on Instagram. About this live session, the link was shared on Instagram. Instagram is just handy at that. Just share links quickly, right? YouTube, I do share, but the problem is that YouTube might not share it with you, right? You all know that, right? You see some of my videos and you do not see some of my videos. But on Instagram, if you follow me, you are 100% going to get my update, right? You're going to see my story, you're going to see my post. So to be in a close contact with me, please follow me on Instagram. That is Ashish underscore talk. You're going to find it. It's with like 23,000 followers or something. Yeah. And also, I talk to a lot of people on DMs on Instagram. So I would suggest uh, Ashish underscore TORQ talk on Instagram. Okay. Oh, Himanshu again. Himanshu is also from Nepal. Don't worry, guys. But Himanshu is probably in India right now. Okay, Anindya Sinha, Bhaiya, what do you think about the design trainee profile in HAL? It's pretty good. Yeah, yeah, I've heard of that before. But see, design, you're probably going to be working with the design aspect, and maybe they might even throw you in assembly. But that's also like a good ground to learn more about design. But design of HAL is very good. The Because I've met so many employees of HAL during my time in ISRO. Because if you do not know, a few components of ISRO's rockets comes from HAL. For example, they even assemble a few components in HAL's assembly section, which is in Bangalore. If I'm correct, it was L40 stage. Yeah, L40. Oh, yeah. So the engines from ISRO are sent to HAL, and HAL assembles the engine to stage of the L40 stage. At least it was back then. So I met a lot of employees of HAL, and they all want to be in ISRO. And the only problem that a lot of HAL employees face is that salary is very less. I think salary is somewhere around like 35,000 to 40,000. So that's it. Other than that, the work is on par with what the work is going on in ISRO. 100%. So some of you guys who are interested in jets, they would be finding a better place in HAL. So if you're okay with the salary, then HAL is a great place. When are you getting married just for fun? Nowhere, no time soon. I don't think I'm going to get married even in next 10 years. Your boy is going to remain unmarried for as long as he can. Okay, I got signed copy. Oh, Kumar. Yeah, I remember seeing you in Delhi seminar. What do you think about the book? Hey, any of you guys who have already started reading the book, tell me what do you think about it, and ask your questions. Do you have any questions as you read the book? Because I'm getting a lot of feedbacks, all positive, and I would love to know negative feedback as well. That's fine. But so far, all the feedbacks are positive. And yeah, just to those who are new right now, like joined in the live session just now, we are having upcoming seminars in Chennai, Bangalore. Chennai on coming Saturday, Bangalore on coming Sunday. Then on the next Saturday, we are having Mumbai. And on the next Sunday, we are having Hyderabad. So if you're interested in joining any of these seminars, the tickets are out at ashishtalk.com, and use the code MYSTORY, MYSTORY, to get a 50% discount. And I hope I'm going to see you in the seminars. If you can join, please do join. There's so many people who came to Delhi seminar from like 3 hours, 4 hours traveling. And I'm so happy that they did. And they were so happy that they did, because I'm not going to do another seminar anytime soon. Hopefully, you'll be over there. Yes, Himanshu, I know you're from Nepal as well. Are you still in? Are you? Oh, did he say? Oh no, are you in Nepal right now, Himanshu? Sagar, yes, I know you. I remember you. Hi Ashish, hope you remember. Okay, that was the first question from Art of Speaking. Yes, I do. Oh, you're joining Bangalore seminar again? I think you were in last Bangalore seminar as well. No, I think you were. But yeah, I'm excited to see you. That's fun. It's so fun to finally see your face. For example, I know few people for like 2 years. They were in art of speaking. They took telephonic consultancy. I see them in the comment section, and now finally I see them right in front of me, and that was really fun. Okay. Starting my college journey from next month. Any suggestion? Read The Boy Who Did Not Sign, because this journey starts with the whole nuclear program thing, but also goes back to my college days every now and then. And I just recorded a podcast today where I talked about my college days and why I started working so hard when I got into college. So that is going to be fun. It's going to be in this environment because they recorded right here. Oh, you're still in Nepal. All right, Himanshu. Let me know if you find a way to get the book. I'm going to talk to my publisher too. All right. So, what are the options available if I want to make mechanical as my lot of options? I would say explore mechanical engineering itself. Like mechanical engineering has a lot of coding these days. Explore robotics, and all of these requires or would be a tremendous combination. So you can look at that, but the problem would be that you'd have to prepare for gate mechanical, which is going to be horrifying for you. So don't do that. What you can do is look for interdisciplinary branches. Like if you get robotics or mechatronics in some college, which is allowing computer science engineering, then that's good. Or go MS abroad, because they don't look at these things, and they'll just look at your background. You want to do a master's in mechanical, all right, that's fine. All right. So those are a few options. Other than that, book a telephonic consultancy session. We'll talk more about it. Okay, how you make money these days? There's so many ways to make money. The main source of income right now is through engineering itself. All right. So I still work as an engineer. To some of you guys who think that I'm a YouTuber, YouTube is what I do for philanthropy, and this does not make any much money for me. All right, all right. So one doubt: shall I prepare for GATE or ISRO? Because ISRO is my final goal. Even if ISRO is your final goal, you have to prepare for GATE, and you have to prepare for all the competitive examination in that domain. Okay, so there's no running away from that. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let me see some more questions that I missed. If I missed your question, please paste it again in the comment section. How do you respond to toxic friends who always demotivate us? Well, we had a big, very detailed discussion in Delhi seminar about the toxic people around you. And not only they just demotivate you, they also bring you down. Like sometimes you want to study, you want to work on yourself, and these people will say, hey, spend some time with us, right? And you are already like working extremely hard to restrain yourself in front of that study desk or inside that library, and you have temptation, and on top of that you have people complaining like, hey, you don't spend time with us, right? So that's one. And the second one is like so many people around you showing their better life, or sometimes family member, they just compare you with other people. Sometimes the neighbors, they try to like taunt at you, right? And we had a full blown discussion in Delhi seminar. I do not know if we are going to release that clip or not, but I would like to discuss this in like a quick few minutes. See, ultimately, these are the things obviously I faced as well, and the ultimate solution that I got into, or I concluded towards, was isolation. I do not know if there's any other way to deal with this. What I did is that I'm going to cut off from everybody who is not helping me get better. And I'm not going to stay where I am so that you talk to me in a nice manner, right? That's what I concluded to. Like, you don't want to talk to me, that's fine. You want to talk bad shit about me behind my back to others just because I do not go out with you on weekends, that's fine. You want to be pissed off because I was studying for 4 hours and my phone was in airplane mode, that's fine. You're pissed off because I spend my entire day in library. That's fine, man, but I'm not going to restrain myself, stop my growth because of you. Because if you really cared about me, if you were my friend, if you were a true brother to me, if you were a good set of parents, then you would be happy that I'm working on myself. And if you're not, then what am I really doing over here? Like, who am I trying to make happy? Then there's no business, then there's no relation in between us. So I'm just going to isolate myself. And when I started doing that, 100% of people around me just vanished. Because the what you call true friend, a true lover, a true family, I did not find any of them, at least at that point of time. And those are the things that I discussed in The Boy Who Did Not Sign. When I said that point of time, I'm talking about 2017, 2018 time. And unfortunately, I did not had any. And maybe you have one. Keep them close. That's all that I gotta say. Like, I found few people later on who would not care if I did not call them every 4 hours or so, who would not care even if I did not talk to them for months. But they are with me, they're standing with me, they won't mind. And I found those people over time. But if you have no one, and you were like Ashwin Taksh, who was in 2017-18 time, then learn to stay alone, learn to be happy alone. This is a tough route. What can you do? And not only people won't support you, they will sometimes oppose you. And that's a sadness of the world that we live in. But that does not give you an excuse to not continue working on yourself. And that's what I did. That's what Ashwin Tux did in this book, because his journey is just inspired by mine. And if you do not know, the character's name was Ashish Ranjan until just 2 months ago. And we decided to change the name into a fictional character so that this book is like 100% fictional, not like Ashish Ranjan living a fictional life in this book. So that's the whole idea. Okay, so moving forward. Hmm. Role of role work of electrical engineers in ISRO. So what I've seen electrical engineers doing in ISRO is that they work with electric engines. So they are like what we call LAM engines, liquid apogee motors, and those are electric engines. And electrical engineers work with that. So if you're thinking like if electrical engineers are going to have technical work 100%. All right. Okay. Any promo code? The promo code for seminars is my story, and you won't get any promo code on Amazon. Do you get any promo code? I don't know. No, that's out of my hand, man. That's now publisher selling those books, so I can't do much about that. Although the publisher did said that we can give some coupon codes later, but you'll have to buy from notionpress.com, and that would be another mess of you putting address and all. I'll tell you if it comes out later. Okay. 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 Hopeful to be in one of your seminars one day. I hope so too. If you get an opportunity, don't miss it. All right. I guess there's going to keep on the questions are going to keep on adding, and there are a lot of engineering related question. Let's answer the last few, and then we are going to close this. So if your questions are still not answered, please put it down in the comment section, and I'm just going to read them and answer that. That's a good line indeed, Pallav Jyoti. And this is what you learn when you see the brutal realities of life. Okay. Does college tag of B.Tech matters in masters abroad? Yes. College tag matters a lot. For example, an IITN would be accepted in top tier universities, and an IITN, some good universities. If you're from a nobody, nothing university, it will be difficult for you to get MS abroad, right? So yeah, that does happen, but that does not stop you from getting any university. So Yeah, I mean, abroad, it matters a lot for them to that you come from a recognized university. Okay, bro, I have ordered my copy, waiting for it to arrive. Live in a small village in Himachal, showing, oh, 1st September. All right, that's fine. But when you get it, it won't take a long time for you to finish it because you can't stop reading once you get it. Don't make the mistake of reading the prologue if you want to go on a break. Hmm. CSE MTech worth from top IITs. Yes, 100%. CSE from top IITs MTech is going to give you a very good placement opportunity. Can you make a video of doing master's or PhD in USA? I'll try to cover that. But the thing is that your boy has grown farther away from these educational videos alone and how to crack gate, JE and GRE and all that. So I'm kind of not in the mood of making those videos. I have other plans. So I'll see if I can cover them. All right. So that's about it. I'm just going to end this whole live session by talking about the 14 chapters of The Boy Who Did Not Sign. I do not know if you are able to focus or not. Let me tap over here. The Boy Who Did Not Sign has 14 chapters. I'm just going to read the chapter titles. Number one, there's a prologue before chapter one starts, and the prologue's name is The Boy Who Did Not Sign. And you'll kind of understand why the book is named The Boy Who Did Not Sign over here, but you won't understand the flesh and gist of why it is. Like, there's a metaphorical reason why the book is named The Boy Who Did Not Sign. That will be something you will understand later. I don't think you will understand 100% meaning until you read the epilogue after the 14 chapters. But yeah, the prologue is named The Boy Who Did Not Sign. Chapter 1 starts with Ordinary is the father of extraordinary, and that basically covers the SCAR interview, which is a fictional um, center of nuclear program. It stands for Science Center for Atomic Research. But SCAR is a cool name, right? And that's basically going to cover the fictional version of my BARC interview. And then Ashwin Taksh gets inside the nuclear program of India. And chapter 2 is World on the Other Side. Chapter 3 is Choices and Consequences. Can't disclose more because that would be spoilers. And that would be spoiler. Chapter 4 is What Engineers Do Best. And it kind of shows the engineering aspect. Now, this book every now and then has very magnificent explanation of nuclear stuff and sometimes rocketry, because Ashwin Taksh is interested into rocket science, right? So every now and then he talks about rocketry, and he is in a nuclear program scenario, right? These chimneys are of a nuclear power plant, so he is in a training program of the nuclear program of India. So he's learning about the cutting edge technology of nuclear fission. So every now and then you'll see scenes where he's sitting in a classroom of Scott Academy, and there's a professor who is teaching, and every now and then you'll see like the birth of nuclear technology, and sometimes you'll go as back as like World War II. And it's very interesting how you learn few things about nuclear science and engineering and space science and engineering as you read the book. It's not going to be highly technical, but yes, it is going to be interesting to anybody. Like, even if you are a banker, you're like, oh, that's interesting. It's written to that level. It's not very highly technical, but you will understand about the technology. And then chapter 5 is When That Door Shuts. Mark my words, this is one of my favorite chapters of this entire book. I did used to say that this is the favorite chapter, but the way the book is written, the sixth chapter is even better than the fifth chapter. The seventh chapter is even better than the sixth chapter. And it doesn't stop after that. It is going to keep on uprating. I think fifth chapter is one of my favorite chapters, is because in chapter 5 it really picks up. It really picks up to the next level, because any good story is going to have a world building, And sometimes the best movies that you have seen, the best books that you have read are like slow burn initially. Initially, you're like, oh, okay. Like even in the movie Oppenheimer, in the initial first 1 hour or so, you're like, okay. And you remember Gangs of Wasseypur? Gangs of Wasseypur 1. For 1 hour, there's nothing going on. But it's the world building that is going on. So it is extremely difficult to keep people hooked in a great story because most people read just the first few pages, right? But this book is so good that even when the world building is going on, you can't leave it. And once the world building is done, you know all the characters, you know what the world this is. From chapter 5 to chapter 14 is insane. It's really insane. So you're going to understand when you start reading this that what I'm really talking about. And I'm already getting the same feedback. There was a girl who said that she could not stop reading from chapter 1 to chapter 5. And I'm saying those chapters are actually slow burn chapters. So understand what's going to happen after, when I don't have to explain who Sumit is. I don't have to explain who Simmer is. I don't have to explain who Mahi is. And you just understand what's going on. And every character over there has a beauty in itself. All right. Then after that, after the when the door shuts, you do get a replay in life. And that's when you start seeing, I mean, little bit of darkness. I'm not going to explain much, or I'm going to be spoiling the whole book, but it's okay. Then chapter 7 is Embrace the Chaos. Chapter 8 is What It Takes to Walk Away. I'm just saying the names now because I can't explain anymore, or I'll be giving you some spoilers. The chapter 9 is The Price We Pay. Chapter 10 is The Rebellion. That's where you're going to see the rebellion side of Ashwin Taksh. Chapter 11 is Rock Bottom. A matter of fact, you'll also see a tint of rebellion in Ashwin Taksh in chapter 1 itself. But most people are going to miss out that. Chapter 11, Rock Bottom. Chapter 12, Man is at his best. When? And some of you guys who knows my quotes already knows when. Let me know down in the comment section. Chapter 13, When That Door Opens. And chapter 14, Light at the End of the Tunnel. Epilogue is named The Diamond Path. And these are the things that you will be able to see on Amazon also, I think in few days when the Kindle version and all comes, and you will be able to read few pages. Like I said, because of the holiday, there are few delays, but in few days it will all be up and ready. Okay, listening from you making me more and more gonna ignore any spoilers. There's no spoilers so far. Like the main chunk of the mystery in this book. So it's not a book where a boy is just preparing for an examination. Trust me, it's not. If you think that this is only for competitive examination aspirants, like competitive examination aspirants are going to carry this book with them every time they go to the library or every time they go to the coaching institute, because they're going to be in love with this, because it's literally a boy preparing for a competitive examination. I understand, but I'm telling you, I have even made people in America read this book who has no business, nothing. They know nothing about competitive examination in India. They don't even know much about India, and they love this book. So this book just has a tint in it of this character that is just has so many different variations. And then the mysterious part, I've not talked about it. That's the main spoiler that I have not leaked so far. And even a few times we kind of accidentally leaked in some of our podcasts, and we just eliminated that. That's where we chopped it off, and we never shared it because we do go through all of the podcasts, and I'll definitely not risk talking anything in live. Okay, all right, guys. That's about it. Love you guys, really. You guys are awesome. And the more seminars I do, the more I fall in love with you, because you guys are really next level awesome when I see you in seminars. Please join me if you can in the upcoming Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Mumbai seminars. If you're having financial burden, drop a mail at support@ashishtalk.com. That's support@ashishtalk.com, and say that you're having too much financial burden, you just can't afford 400 rupees of ticket to my seminar, we are going to give you free ticket. That's what we did multiple times in Delhi seminar. We have done that in 2019 series as well. We don't make you pay if you can't pay. It's as simple as that. You're a student, a lot of you, and some of you guys can't afford, so that's fine. But if you're willing to join the seminar, even if you are going to require some traveling, I would suggest you do that. I personally will love to have you in any of the upcoming seminars. Delhi seminar 2023 is already in the books. And rest seminars, the four, that is Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Mumbai, are coming up the next couple of weekends. Tickets are out on ashishtalk.com. Check the pin message. You're going to get the link. Other than that, if you want to purchase the book, the link to the Amazon is also available in the pinned comment. And Flipkart, it's also available on Flipkart. So if you prefer that, just type "The Boy Who Did Not Sign" and you are going to get the book delivered to your doorstep. That's about it. Thank you so much. Happy Independence Day again. This country is awesome. I'll see all of you in the next one. Till then, bye. See you guys. Bye.